Students, in this video we are going to see the next practical. We have completed our two practicals previously. So now we'll go with the next, this third practical, our SOP 5, and this practical is of audio. We have already seen in theory that how we can add audio files into our HTML pages, so that audio files will be embedded into HTML5, which will give more effect to our web page. Now seeing this practical SOP5, they have mentioned that we have to create two web pages differently. One is for a single audio file which will be embedded into a web page, and the second will be the multiple source audio files which will be embedded into our audio1.html. So basically this practical is divided into two parts. First is single source audio file, that is our audio.html, and the next one is multiple source audio files, which is audio1.html. They have mentioned everything properly. So first we'll go with the question. SOP5, use of audio on web pages using HTML5. Create a web page named audio.html to set an audio file in the web page with controls such that it uses HTML5 element. And now see, they have specifically mentioned that whichever web page we are going to create right now, so the name for that web page will be audio.html. This name only we have to give. This is their first condition, or they have mentioned specifically. The second specification that they have mentioned, that we have to use the controls of the audio tag to run this program or to create this program. Now next is the audio file must play as soon as the web page loads in browser, and it will start over again every time when it is completed. Now we have seen different attributes of audio tag. So they have specified that the audio file must run as soon as the web page loads. So autoplay attribute we are going to use, which starts playing the audio as soon as it is ready. It is ready to play. So in this video I am just covering the first part of audio SOP or SOP5. Into the next video I am going to cover the next part of the audio file or the audio practical. So in this video we are going to see just this many parts from create till completed. That is, we are going to create audio.html just into this video, and into the next video we are going to see how we can embed multiple sources of audio with the HTML file. So to start with that, I'll just open the notepad. Now previously we have seen the example of audio. It is a very small code. Just you have to use audio tag with different attributes so that it will run. So starting basically with HTML, since it is the HTML program, so I'll start with the HTML tag. Now into HTML we have to mention title for our program. So for title I'll just mention single audio example. Since we are just going to see single source audio example, so I have mentioned the single audio program or example, and I'll complete my head tag. Now we all know that for the presentation or whatever we want or the programmer want that it should be displayed onto my web page, that we have to write into the body part. So I have started the body part, and into this now here I have given the title for my program. Now here I am giving title for our web page so that it will be displayed. This title will not be displayed onto our web page, but whichever title I'll be giving into the body tag, that will be displayed onto the web page. So for that title I am using h1 tag. We all know the h1 to h6 header tag. So single source audio file with control. So whichever program or whichever specification we want into our program, so that title I have given, single source audio file with control. So this is the program. Just a few keywords I have used here so that it will be easy for us also that which program is this to recognize. Now for the first thing that comes into our mind when we start with the audio program, to embed the audio into our HTML, we basically use the audio tag. So I'll start with the audio tag, and into this we have to use the control. So controls, into this controls, without autoplay or without attributes we can't use control. So basically if we see this part, or when we see the question for the SOP5, they have specifically mentioned that you have to use the control, that is autoplay, because they have mentioned that the file should play as soon as the web page loads into the browser. So this file is nothing but, or this attribute is nothing but our autoplay attribute. So here we will be using audio control, autoplay, loop. Now since we have to play continuously, the file should be played continuously, back to back, again and again. So here we will be using loop. We have already seen that this loop is used where we want that our video should start over again and again every time it is finished. As soon as it finished its one turn, it should start immediately. After the second turn is finished, immediately it should start with the third turn. So for turning purpose, for looping purpose, we are using loop, and we are giving value as -1. Now after this we have completed with the control part. We have used autoplay with the loop with -1. Now we have to give exact file location, and for location, or we have seen image also. For image we are giving image source or image src is equal to, then we are giving the actual location where our image is stored, so that it will be displayed onto our screen. So similarly, for audio to be displayed onto our screen and to play or to embed the audio file into our HTML, we have to use source. And after this source we are using src just to embed or to add the location of the file. Now we already have seen how we can add image file into the HTML. We have seen how to copy the path, or how to copy the location for the image. So similarly we'll start with this also. So since my file is here, so I'll open this folder where my file is stored, and as soon as I'll open, so if I want to embed this file, now I want that n.ogg is my file, and this file I want that I should embed into the HTML, or I should add. So I'll just right click on this n.html. As soon as I'll right click on this, I'll go on the property, I'll click on the property, and after that here you can see location. So I'll just copy this location. First I'll select, by Control C I'm copying this, I'll move here, and into this I'll just Control V, that is I'll paste that. After pasting you have to just give the backslash, and you have to write the name. Now see what is the name, so you can just copy this also, Control C, select, and then you have to paste here. Now see, like image, we have copied the source path or audio path or audio location for embedding purpose. Again I will show you. You have to go where your file is stored, and after that you have to just right click on that file. You have to go into the property, you have to go on to the location, you have to select this, and you have to paste there. Similarly you have to go for the audio name also, and then you will copy that also, and you will the pasting. Now here I have completed by giving the audio path. Now here my complete audio location, where my audio is located, I have given the complete location, I have given the complete path. After that we have seen that audio tag contains the type attribute. Now what does type attribute specify? We have already seen that which type of audio it is, so we have to mention that. So this is audio slash OGG. Since the extension here is OGG, so there we will write OGG. Now see, here we have completed our audio tag. See, again I'll explain the program. I have started with the basic structure of HTML. Into the body tag I have used this h1 tag just to specify that my program or my web page should contain a title or heading which will be displayed onto my web page. After that, since they have mentioned that you have to play your audio continuously one after the other, so without wasting the time, or for any not for wasting the time, immediately we have to play the audio again and again. So for that reason we have used controls. So audio controls autoplay, because we don't have to click on the play button again and again. So for that reason autoplay, and then loop is equal to -1. So here we have added our autoplay, or here we have added our control, which type of control we want. After that we have to add the here we have added the control, but before adding, or if you want that our control should be implemented on our audio file, so for that reason we have to add the source file. So for that reason we have used here source src is equal to, we have copied the path like the image path is copied, and after that lastly we have given the type. Now here I'll save the program. Now see, this program is saved in desktop, on the desktop folder, into that desktop, into the practical data folder. Now here I am just giving audio dot html, since they have mentioned specifically that this program should be given or should be named as audio.html. so audio.html and text file, save as type as all files, and I'll save this. As soon as I'll save this, I'll go into that practical data folder. Now here you can see this. I'll open this. Now you can see here. So you can see a single source audio file with control. The title is been given. Now as soon as I'll click on this, you can hear this. Second turn, third turn, fourth turn. Now see, here you have observed that we have just clicked once for the starting purpose or for the playing purpose, and after that continuously it was playing. First turn completed, second turn completed, third turn completed, and it stopped when I clicked on this pause button, or when I clicked on this control button. This is nothing but your control button. So this control I have added here, plus since I have given there loop is equal to -1, so due to that it is continuously running immediately when its turn gets over. So this was the program we have seen, and this was the result. So hope it will be easy for you to understand.